What are you two back on another video? I ain't did one in so long, but I'm actually doing a story time, doing something different I never did before. You know, I feel like doing it. Why not? I ain't got no tissue, so if I cry, oh well, try not to cry. But you know how that go. I'm emotional wreck. But I'm doing a story time on how I was molested at a very young age. My innocence was taken from me at a very young age, and so like I remember what I can remember, so I'm gonna just say what I can't remember. Okay, so yes, I was 10. At the age of 10, I was molested by my uncle, my dad's brother, my favorite uncle. You know how you have that one family member that you can trust, that you can love on, that's everything, like everything. Like, yo, you call him your favorite uncle. Like, it was like, this man was everything. Like, he was just that favorite uncle, you know, any kid would love to have. He was one of them, just one of them. So when I was like 10 or whatever, we was in Tennessee. Till he was 15 and I was 10. It was in Tennessee, just Tennessee, is at my granddad's house, which is his dad or whatever. And we was sitting in like the little garage. They got like where you have like a little garage. You can make it to like a little room. It's hard to explain, but and then like the garage, you can walk up the steps and go in the house. It was something like that. It was like that. So I was sitting on like the little step part, and the door was behind me that was open to go in like the living room towards the house. Whatever that part called. Anywho, so we were sitting there. He was on the phone talking to, I guess, one of his homeboys. At the time, he was with his first baby mama. At the time, he didn't have no kids, but this was his first girlfriend. He didn't have no kids at the time. He didn't have no kids at the time or whatever. So he was in a relationship, but he somehow ended up having sex with me. So he on the phone, whatever. He got off the phone. He told me to get up and let's go in his room. Mind you, his room is like right there. As soon as you go through that door, it's like right there on the left. I think it's, yeah, the left. So we go in there, whatever. We do it. Okay, cool. Mind you, I didn't know what sex was. Like, didn't know what sex was. Still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really didn't know what it was. So I was like, okay, cool. It was like an everyday thing. Mind you, I was only in Tennessee from June to July. And I leave in August. It was like an everyday thing. Repeatedly. Mind you, I'm not the only girl in the house. So it's kind of like, days I'm the only girl that's getting molested or what. I wasn't the only girl in the house. So I didn't know if I was the only one that was doing, like, that was getting it. This man had me thinking it was okay to just get molested. Like, I'm like low-key falling in love with this man. The whole time, he my uncle. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna get married. Ooh, you know, this and third. Cause my plans was to just keep my virginity, like stay a virgin until I was ready to actually like have sex. And it was just like irritating because you knew what you did. You know, I'm pretty sure it bite him in the ass, but hey, I'm pretty sure it do. And I wish I would have said something earlier because his other baby, his first daughter, I don't know, he had baby mama drama. He couldn't see her no more. He couldn't see her no more. He had another baby, you know, another daughter. So it's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy. He ended up having another baby, but the baby had passed away. It was a miscarriage. But it's so crazy. So I shouldn't be saying something because, like, you having kids out here and you having daughters. So, like, what you show me is what you're going to show your daughters in the future. I hope you don't do that to your daughters. I really do. Because that's disgusting. Very disgusting. But see, when I left Tennessee, this is a different story. When I left Tennessee, mind you, I'm still 10. So I know y'all got their favorite cousins. Y'all go to their house or whatever, spend the night. Okay, cool. We're in the basement. Their room's in the basement. My cousin, he's deceased. He passed away 2018. But he had a friend. Probably was like, I think he was 12. Mind you, I think I was like 10. I was 10. So I think he was like 12, 13. I don't know. He wanted to have 6 of them in the bed. He had these type of beds where you could just go up under there, like old beds that you go up in there. He wanted to do it, so I did it. Mind you, I didn't know what sex was. Once again, I'm just going along with it or whatever. And it was to the point where it got so bad. Mind you, I told y'all my uncle made me think it was okay. So it was so bad to the point where that I started touching on other kids. Y'all probably like, what the hell? But yeah, it was 4. 2 of them didn't know they was asleep. But the other 2, I don't know if the other one remember. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on that. Not going to say no names, who it was. But they, yeah, really, yes. It was so, I stopped so quick. I had to stop myself. I knew that wasn't okay. It was like, you cannot do that. That's dead. I cannot be where he is, a child. That is so fucking dead. I'm not with it, you know. So it was crazy. Like literally, I was molested all the way till I was 17. I didn't get molested at 16. Cause I didn't go to Tennessee at the age 16. So when I went back down there, it was like he would just have sex with me every day, every time. I could be asleep, he'd come in the room. I could be sleeping in the room with like my sister, and he'd come in there and wake me up and tell me to go out there and we go in the bathroom, we go somewhere else. I'm talking about it was an everyday thing. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Like it was every day. Like one day he told me, he was like, this is what I didn't understand about him. You telling me about what dudes not to date. Like you tell me don't date a rapper, but you should be telling me to not date a nigga that's only only want to take advantage of you, and that's only there for 6. You was one of them niggas. Like I don't know how. Like I don't care. Like it's crazy. I'm holding back tears. I want to cry so bad, but I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna hold that in, because at the end of the day, I went through this for so long. I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 when it happened. Literally 17 when it happened. It's crazy. Because when I was 15, he wasn't really there. He wasn't at the house because he always got put out for some reason. Stuff he do. So when he came over that one day, I think we had just recently got down there, like a couple days before we had just recently got down there. And we was in these kids' room. They're not really our cousins, but we call them cousins. We was in their room. We was in my little cousin room, Bride, and that's my cousin. We was in our cousin room, one of them. The other 2 girls, they wasn't our cousin, but we was in the room. We went in there. They wasn't in there. And he wasn't doing the floor. Mind you, the door was open. And I don't know where everybody else was at. Because the door was open. It's a walkway. You could easily just see it there. So I don't know. I don't remember where everybody was at, but I feel like I wasn't the only person. But again, I might have been the only person. Like it was just everyday thing. It never stopped. It was never failing. It was like you in a relationship, you got a whole girlfriend. Just like the girl that he recently had his baby. He was in a relationship with her when it happened. I saw him back in 2018, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen in 2018. When I saw him in 2018, it was just like I felt disgusted. I felt disgusted. It's just like when he came up here to my home, up here where I stayed, when he came, he was like, what did he say? He was like, you act like, no, he said that over the phone. He was like, you act like you didn't want to be around me and stuff. I can't remember if he said that in person or over the phone. In my head, I'm like, yeah, you just don't know. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure you know, but you just don't know why I don't want to be around with you. Like, it's for real. Like, man, I already know when this video drop, it's gonna be a bunch of drama, a bunch of bull and everything. I'm gonna tell y'all one time we was in his room, it was like during the day. I don't know what I was doing. I think he called me in there, and he was like, he had me do something, and then all of a sudden he pulled his penis, and he made me suck him up till my son swallow my cum. I do not like that shit. It was so nasty. I spit, fuck it. I wouldn't spit that shit out. Fuck, I look like, it's nasty. Like, I always thought that shit was okay. Cause when I say, like, when people find out though, some people might not believe me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Some people might look at him like, oh, this nigga disgusted. I don't care. This nigga is disgusted. Literally. All that. I hate seeing him on Facebook. I be on Facebook scrolling. I be hating to see him on my page. You feel me? Like, no, this nigga is wild. Like, yes, he's still my friend on Facebook. I don't know why. I really got that motherfucker, but he's still my friend on that mug. But being molested at 10 all the way to 17 is heartbreaking. Like in May, y'all know May was I think it was mental health awareness month. That's when it really hit me hardcore. It hit me hard because I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it hit me hard. It was so bad, emotional. That's why I be so angry. That's why I don't let nobody love on me. That's why I don't let nobody love on me, because that mess up your past. That mess up your relationship. That mess up your ability to be in a relationship with any guy. That's why I don't trust guys at all. Like I said, I only had one real relationship. I don't know how that worked. I really don't, but it did. But like that really shows me that I can't. It's not going around a guy. I just feel uncomfortable. Like any guy, I be feeling uncomfortable. And I probably be around guys, but it's just like I feel so uncomfortable. I be like, I'm ready to go home. That's the reason why I'm so ready to go home. I don't like going out for too long. I don't at all. Like, I'm the type of person wherever I go, so I'm actually ready to go home. Like, I see why my mom kept us home a lot, no sleepovers. I actually fuck with that. I really do like that, because you know, she actually cared. You know, nobody knows that I was molested. Nobody knew. So it's kind of crazy how when everybody find out, they might not believe me, but I don't care. Like I said, I probably wasn't the only one, because there was more girls in the house. But who knows? At the end of the day, I definitely don't know. I don't know if I was the only one. It would happen in the cars, in the garage. They had another garage on the other side. It happened in the car. It happened. It was just mainly in the house. It was mainly up in the house a lot, like in his room, or you know, or in the little other garage part, or whatever. It was just crazy. And he also molested me one time when he came to my dad's house, which is where I'm from. Where he from too. He from this place too. But it happened there before. It happened in a bunch of places. Like, you can see I'm surprised nobody ever knew, you know, what he was on, because it was a bunch of red flags. He'll show you a bunch of red flags. I used to see them. I seen the red flags, so I don't know how nobody else has seen them, and I was the one that's going through that stuff. Like, you had me already thinking it's okay to try to touch on other people's kids, and all I did was touch, but that's still wrong. That's still taking away somebody else's innocence. He took away mine, so he made it seem like, oh, she ain't gonna tell nobody, or oh, if she do the same thing to somebody, they ain't gonna tell. Nah, that's not okay. It's not really okay. But I used to just watch, like, I'd be like, how the heck I'm gonna tell my story? Like, man, it ain't like being molested though from 10 to 17. 16, I did not get molested at 16. It didn't happen. I didn't go out of town that year. I stayed at home that year. But it's so crazy. Like, that's why I be so angry, don't want to date nobody. Yeah, I talk to you, but that's why I don't, you know, yeah, I just cut you off because I already know. I'm not in the mood to go through that. If you're not trying to, I feel like if I would have told my story before to anybody, a guy, I probably would have, you know, but nah. I barely know you. Like, I wasn't even ready. Like, I just sit back and think about this shit every fucking day. It's crazy because it's eating me up alive. Like, it really eats me up alive every day. Like, crazy. I'm trying not to cry. But it's cool. I'm gonna keep my tears in because I don't want to cry. I don't feel like crying. I'm crying on the inside, but outside, I'm not letting it out at all. That is crazy. I finally had said that. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this video. To be honest. I already know it's gonna be a lot of drama. I hate drama. I hate toxic. So I know it's gonna be all of that. Even if I don't care. And people gonna be like, why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? To be honest, I'm gonna tell you why I ain't saying. I'm gonna be real. Tell me fake. Both sides. So it's like, when this dude get out, I already know how both sides is gonna react. That's why I don't really mess with nobody. That's why I stay quiet. That's another reason. This is what made me antisocial. When I was like in pre-K, all that, when I was like before I got molested, I used to talk. I used to talk, literally talk. Now it's like you can't get me to talk. I don't walk up to people first. If you don't speak to me, hey, if you don't come to me first, I'm just not gonna make friends. That made me the way I am, and I feel like that messed with my sexuality too, cause it's like I can have sex, but I don't get horny. It's weird. It's weird. I feel like you don't get horny. I don't. It's been like I think it's been like what 2018, 2017. I've been like that for the longest. So even when even though I was having sex with somebody, I felt so uncomfortable. I couldn't do it. I had to stop that shit because it don't feel right. I'm being real with you. You have to be horny too to do something with another person. So that's why I just be like, nah, I'm so good. Like that messed me up really bad. I had to live with that for the rest of my life. That's why I say I want like kids. I don't have no kids, but I want 7 kids. Because I want them to have a better childhood than me. My innocence was taken early. I had to grow up fast, stupid fast. I had to grow up dumb fast. Out here having sex, 14, out here having sex young as hell, 13, with other people, with other guys. Like, I had to grow up fast as fuck, having sex in weird places. Like, it was just crazy. Like, my life, how I had to grow up in my life and stuff like that. That's so crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my goal was to still be a virgin, literally, until I was actually ready with the right person I was gonna be with. And that didn't happen. Like, it really did. As y'all can see, that did not happen. It really did. Like, I had to grow up fast. Should know, 10-year-old have to grow up fast. Being, by your uncle there and get molested by a whole other boy that you won't even know. You seen one time. Should nobody have to go through that? Really shouldn't have to. But it happens all the time. See how a person can just say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have sex with a kid. You got a whole girlfriend. Or you got a whole boyfriend. Like guys have a whole girlfriend. These girls have a whole boyfriend. Why would you go look at a kid to take their innocence all because they're a virgin? Type shit. Because they're a virgin? Is that what it is? Young as hell. Stupid young. Like, and it's really starting to piss me off that I can actually, sit back and think that, damn, 10, you was my favorite uncle. I'm thinking you was like, show me the way, protect me. Nah, nigga, you did some shiesty ass shit. Shiesty. That's what that is. Like, I still don't understand to this day, and I will never understand. I want do you understand? I want do you know why you did it? I don't know if you was hurt. I don't know if you was molested, but if you was, baby, you should have got help. If you was. Because doing it to somebody else is very disrespectful and very shiesty. And then you wonder why I can't look at you the same. Or you wonder why, like you said, I don't mess with you no more. It's true. It's true. Because I can't look at you the same. You one shiesty, dirty ass nigga. Facts. I don't care who get mad. Don't ask me why I didn't tell you. Because when people go through stuff like that, you think they just, oh yeah, ooh, it's hard. It's people that's 30 years old, 50 years old, never said anything. It's people older than me that never said anything. So what makes you think I'm gonna just, oh yeah, ooh, no. Facts. If it's people older than me that still ain't said nothing to this day, they don't pressure me about saying anything. I already know what's gonna come in this heat. Facts. Nobody believe me, I can take it there. I really take it there. I ain't gonna say too much, but I'll take it there. For real. For real. Trying to hold my tears is so bad, bro. I should just let this shit out. But you know what? It's cool, though. I ain't gonna let it out. Not gonna let it out, though. For real. It's just crazy how a person can just sit there and just have sex with you. Want you to play with his private area. Swallow his kid, which I didn't do, but it just hella weird that this person could actually just wanna fuck you every time when you while you sleep, just to get his rocks off on his niece. Out of all things, his niece. Out of all things, in your parents' house, which is my granddad's house, and his wife, with your sisters and all that in there. Mind you, he has an older brother, but at the time it was just all his sisters. His brother was standing there in the beginning, but when his brother was standing there, that wasn't going down. So it's kind of crazy. I don't understand it though. I still don't understand why would he do it. I just don't get it. I just do not get it, bro. I can't do that to no kid, bro. I just can't do that to no kid. Oh yeah, no, I can't do this to no kid, bro. If I say that almost happened to mine, bro, it's a wrap, which I don't want to. It's a wrap. Because like, damn, if I have kids, you definitely ain't coming around them motherfuckers. You definitely ain't coming around them. I don't care. You're not coming around me. Talking about, I ain't seen this man since, it's been 3 years. Like, cause I saw him at 2019. I think he came up here back, yeah. He came up here back in 2019 as well. But ain't nothing happened. But he came up here back in 2019. Now I remember. Cause we was all hanging out at the time. I probably, how the heck you still can hang out with this man? I guess because I barely see him. So it's like, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Like, I don't know. So, but I ain't hung out with him ever since then. So, I really see him. I just stay in Tennessee. I stay in Fairview, Illinois. So, yeah. It's kind of crazy though. Like I say, I was molested by my uncle and some other guy. Other kid. Well, I don't know how he looked now, so I don't know his name. But yeah, I went through that. I went through that. I told y'all what I can actually remember, so that's what I had to go through every day. I was in Tennessee, getting fucked by my uncle. Really, woke up out my sleep just for some sex. Every day. Every day. Like, I just lay there like, damn, I'm really going through this shit at this age. Like, you really going through this shit? Like, you should be outside playing kickball or some shit, not getting taught this early as hell. Early, but it was crazy. I actually had to go through that. Like, you'd be surprised how many people went through this and they not saying nothing at all. Not saying a word. I'm finally serious. So when I'm dropping this video, I don't know. One day I'm gonna just have a ball. So I'm gonna drop my balls and drop it. One day, I'd be surprised. I'm gonna surprise myself. I drop that motherfucker. Drop it at night, go to sleep. That's the type of time I'm gonna be on when I do drop it. For real. I don't need all them questions. I'm gonna get asked 1,000 questions. Please don't ask me all these questions, bro. I'm gonna get frustrated and break down. I stay having mental breakdowns. You know, I sit in the dark in my room and just have mental breakdowns. Never feel. I always have mental breakdowns. Be at work, think about that shit. Literally. I'm tired of crying. So at the end of the day, I finally said what I had to say. Facts. You don't believe me? Suck my. And I ain't even got one, but you can suck it. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care whose side you take. You can hate me. I don't care. Hate me. But at least I ain't taking it to the grave with me. When I die, I ain't taking it to the grave with me because I told my story. Facts. So, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That I can think of. Like I said, it been so long ago, I can't really remember, but I remember certain stuff. Like me touching on other kids and, you know, I'm not gonna say name, their ages, none of that. All they was. And one of them was way older than me. But the other ones were like, they younger than me. So, not gonna say like who they are and who they were. I'd rather keep that on the low. I'm not gonna really, speak on it right now because they probably not gonna speak on it, which is true. Well, the two that know. So that's the end of the video, I think. Yeah, it's the end of the video. All I had to say, all I had to talk about me getting molested by my uncle and some other guy. Not gonna, that's the end of the video. How the hell I'm in this video? You know what? See you next video. I don't know how to end this shit because my feelings is getting hurt. So I'm gonna get off.